It is official. Chris Beard to Texas. Let's go. Not an April Fool's joke. I thought it was an April Fool's joke. I didn't really believe it at first. But then Jeff Goodman reported it. And I was like, okay. Bet. I was wrong about Chris Beard coming to Texas. I thought he'd stay at Tech just because, I knew that he was a graduate assistant at Texas. And, his alma mater and all that stuff. But I thought he'd stay at Tech and continue to build that program up into a powerhouse. That's what I thought he would do, the mindset I thought he would have. But I'm not complaining. I am not complaining whatsoever. My first candidate that I wanted Texas to really go after was Porter Moser of Loyola Chicago, obviously Final Four run in 2018, I believe, and then this year making another run to Sweet 16. I wanted Texas to go after a guy like that, but I always had doubts in my mind that we're gonna hire another Shaka Smart, another guy that's at a mid-major school that overachieves at that school and is looked at as one of the hottest commodities in the nation, and shows up and fails. It's kind of like the same thing with the Tom Herman thing. I said that if we were gonna fire Tom Herman, let's not hire another Tom Herman. Let's not hire another group of 5 coach to come in and reset the program for 3-4 years, and the coach has to really establish himself at a big time school for the first time. And I didn't really want to go through that process again. And it was the same here. Even though I did want Porter Moser, he was just that good in my opinion. But with Chris Beard here, he's already been to a Final Four. He's already been to a national championship game. He didn't win it, but he was there in 2019. He built Texas Tech up quickly. Remember, Texas Tech used to be poverty before Chris Beard got there. But ever since he's there, they've been the winningest program in the Big 12 over the past 5 years. Don't quote me on that, but he's had a lot of success at Tech. And for us to hire him, the thing I like most about him is that he is a fiery guy. He's an emotional guy, but he comes with X's and O's. He really knows his stuff. He really puts his players in the best position possible to win, and then he leaves it up all to the players. He puts these guys in great spots. He knows the X's and O's. One thing with Shaka was that he was a fiery, emotional guy as well, but he didn't have the X's and O's like that. He didn't have those go-to situations, those go-to plays. Sometimes it seemed like he didn't know what he was doing. You saw that in the Abilene game. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't adjust. One thing Chris Beard does is he adjusts. And he's an even better defensive coach than Shaka. Not to mention offense. He knows how to adjust. He knows how to put players in the best position possible to succeed. And like I said with the football team, let's not hire a motivational type of coach. A coach that has a motivational type of philosophy to the point where they're all fiery and hyped up, all for nothing, all for not really knowing the X's and O's like that, all for not really executing the X's and O's. We saw that with Charlie Strong. The team loved him. The players loved him, but the X's and O's weren't there. Same thing with Shaka Smart. The team loves him. He's a fiery, emotional guy. He rallies the team. The X's and O's weren't there. And at the University of Texas, as much talent as you're getting, as much athleticism and size that you're getting year in and year out, you don't need a motivational coach. You need a coach that can bring along the fundamentals, can help develop guys, can help guys be in the best position possible to execute a game plan. I'm talking both basketball and football at this point. But going back to the basketball, it's going to be interesting to see how Chris Beard is at developing guys, especially the bigs, because Texas tends to get a lot of athletic bigs. It's going to be interesting to see how Chris Beard develops these guys. And Jericho Sims, I will say, he did progress over the 4 years at Texas. Kai Jones did progress in his 2 years at Texas. Jackson Hayes, when he was here, he progressed as the year went on. Even Mo Bamba a little bit progressed as the year went on. Greg Brown really didn't progress. He kind of actually regressed. But I want to see that elevated level of progress and development from our players. That's what I really, really want to see. And I'll say this. I'll close it off with this. For the Texas fans out there, be patient. Let's not expect to go to the Final Four next year. There are going to be a lot of guys leaving and transferring. We've already seen it happen with the team. The team is in a state of flux. We still don't even know who's leaving, who's coming back. Greg hasn't declared yet. Matt Coleman, I don't think is coming back, but you never know. Sims, I don't think he's coming back, but you never know. Kai Jones is gone to the draft, which he should have. Great decision by him. Royce Ham's transferring. Obviously, Liddell transferring, whatever. The team's in a state of flux. I'm pretty sure Andrew, Jace, Ramey will come back. Donovan, all those guys will come back, I'm pretty sure. That's a good core to start with, honestly. But be patient. We're not going to make a Final Four run next season. And if we're in year 2 and he hasn't even made the Sweet 16 or something like that yet, be patient. Obviously, we want that. Obviously, we want Sweet 16 runs, Elite 8, Final Four, championship runs. But you got to give it time. Now, does he get as much time as a potential... Let's say we hired a coach from a mid-major school. I would give that coach even more time. I'd give that coach 4 or 5 years to really build and establish himself within the program. But now that Chris Beard has already had success at a bigger time program and turned him into a powerhouse in Texas Tech, who was poverty before he got there, you still got to give him time, but that time is lessened compared to if we were to hire a mid-major coach. So I'd say give him about 3 years or so. Give Chris Beard 3 years to get his players in, to get his guys in, to help develop them, and to establish a new culture or whatever. Texas fans seem to be so impatient and so ungrateful. I don't really want to see that here. I'm pretty sure Chris Beard is a great coach, obviously. So we just got to see what he's going to do with what he has. And with Texas, he's going to have even more talent than he had at Tech. So there's going to be no excuse for him at the end of the day. There's no excuse for him not to succeed at Texas. There's just no excuse. Shout out to Chris Del Conte. He knows how to get a coach. He knows how to get coaches. Shout out to him. But with that being said, let me know how you feel about Chris Beard. Let me know how you feel about Shaka Smart exiting before we could even fire him. Let me know who the next coach of Texas Tech will be. Let me know all those things, man. But this is Jimmy for Just the Facts. I'm signing out. Peace.